Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, we have made it to the weekend, and it's going to be football for me. I'm more of a college football guy, but I think I'm going to get into the pros a little bit more this year. That was a good game last night. Well, it wasn't a great game, but a good game for Buffalo. But anyhow, today I'm here to share a simple raw vegan recipe and talk about some ideas for fall. So, if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button now. Be sure you click on that little bell so they'll send notifications when I put out a new video. And please come back and check out some more of my content. I kind of came up with a little salad dressing recipe last week, and I remade it yesterday with a couple of tweaks to it. And I just thought I would share it because people are always asking. I tell people all the time I'm not the recipe person, but if I put any food out there that looks like it could be more than two ingredients. People are asking for recipes, so listen. I share every single recipe I have because I don't have that many, and it helps me come up with content. So this little salad dressing recipe, and this particular one, I don't know. I just kind of was like, I want a little bit of this. I want some herbs in there. I want it a little creamy. I want a blah, blah, blah. And I just kind of started playing, and it came together, and I tweaked it a little bit for the second time, and it's good. So with no further ado, we have 2 cloves of garlic. We have 3 dates. We have 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds. We have a handful of basil. This one I didn't, I always say that there's no such thing as too much basil, but in this case I didn't want that wasn't the theme of this. So I probably used there was a good size little bit in my palm, but not crazy. I had 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 2 tablespoons of tahini, a slice of jalapeno. Be careful that's to how hot you want it to be, so check and see how many seeds you're getting in the slice and act accordingly. And then water, enough water to the consistency that you want. And it won't take a lot of water for this. And I'll say this again, like I always say too, you're probably tired of hearing me say it, but be careful with your water. Just pour. Sometimes you're going to think it's even stupid, just a splash, because you can always add more water. But once you get too much, you end up trying to chase the recipe, or I do anyway. I'll go back and try to add some more hemp seeds in there or something else to kind of soak it up, but then you've screwed it. So that's a good one. That will be in my regular rotation. It's tasty. It's very tasty. I guess I'm kind of underselling it a little bit just because it's just something I came up with so easy, but it is a very tasty salad dressing, and that's nice to be able to add in there because I'm not one of those type people that needs a different dressing every time I eat or whatever. I pretty much cycle through 3, 4, 5 all the time. A few of mine, a few of Melissa's Raw Food Romance. So that, no more ado about that. That's just a simple little recipe. So ideas for the fall. I'm going to drop a link down in the description below. Now, this is one from probably about 4 years ago. This is a little, in the fall, it's not that cold here. We don't have a proper fall here in South Alabama. And it's never really about the temperature in the air. It's just like, since I don't know, just for me personally, since I've been back in the States, and I do have some seasons, even though, like I say, we kind of go from summer, it gets a little cooler, and then we kind of go into winter. I just enjoy mixing it up with the seasons. I get into just some of the fun of it. I mean, I'm probably soon after I start uploading this video, I'm going to have some. I'm already using the pumpkin spice, trying to come up with a couple of recipes over on Instagram for fall. I'm probably going to make some nice cream and play with something. But yeah, I just like to kind of mix it up. It's just fun to do something different. But it does, once the weather gets a little bit cool, a soups, stews, things like that. They're just very, I just enjoy them. It's nice to sit around on a chilly evening watching some football or whatever and having a nice soup. with some spices, whatever in there. I like spices. I like warming spices. I know some people out there that's against your religion, the spices. So you do what you do, and but just think you can always like work your way around things like that. But the link I'm going to put below is a stew. And I just wanted to double check it before I started doing this video, and I went back through it and I'm like, oh yeah, that one's solid. Now, something I've been doing probably the last this year, since the beginning of the year, so I've been going back through all the recipes that I've created throughout the years and tweaking them and paring them down a little bit, because I've learned a little bit more in the kitchen, and I've kind of come to the philosophy less is more. With all of my recipes, from time to time, I'll just have an ingredient and I'll be like, it's not like it's a bad ingredient or I've stopped eating it or I don't think you should eat it. It's just like, is this ingredient necessary? And if I take it out, will it change the recipe? And I've done that a number of times and it hasn't. So try this stew down below. Let me know what you think. I think now that I've looked it up, I'm going to probably make it here again in the next, I don't know, week or so. I've got some other things for content that I want to shoot for Instagram, so I'll wait a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And also too, if you go back, it's probably 4, 5, 6 videos ago, so maybe if I remember, I'll try to link that one too. But it's the carrot soup, and the last one I did is there's 2 different versions of it. I've got my carrot soup, and I've got carrot red pepper soup. Now, all you got to really do to find any recipe that I've got, like I say, is just go to my channel page, that main page, that everybody has for themselves. Go to my channel page and you search just my page, because if you search the whole, YouTube, it's going to bring up a whole bunch of stuff. But if you get to mine and search my page and search recipes, and sometimes if I'm doing something and I'm giving you, like I said, stew, go in there, stew recipe, if you were looking for that. But just go in, type recipes, and pretty much all my recipes will come up. But once again, that's not my forte, but I do know how to feed myself, and I am getting better and better at being able to just kind of go in the kitchen and go, okay, I've done this before, I've used this before, so probably if I use this with this, it's going to kind of produce something like this. So anyhow, yeah, just come up with things. And and one last little thing too with those soups. I think the reason I like that for the fall and the winter time is if you're staying fully raw. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I've said many times on this channel, if this is your first rodeo, I've said many times, I'm not fully raw. I don't strive to be fully raw. Couldn't care less about it. So I'll be making some cooked soups this this fall. But if you're staying fully raw, just let your Vitamix, put it on high and let it run a little bit longer. If you just kind of let it go, it'll warm that soup up, and it's really nice. It's really nice. So give that a try. Give that stew a try. Give my carrot soup a try. And hey, let's just get into fall. All right, I'm off to get some pumpkin spice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great weekend. Maybe I'll make a video this weekend if something inspires me to talk about. If not, see you Monday. Peace.